Salam. Our topic is why Jews do not like Jesus. To understand this subject we should know about concept of chosenness. God chose Abraham and Ishmael and Isaac. Sarah wanted that only Isaac should have inheritance of Abraham. God accepted this. After the death of Ishmael, Jacob became Israel. The duty of Jacob and his children was became representatives of God on earth. Agreement was simple: Israelites will be the best example on the earth, they will help Gentiles to know and understand God, and God will guide and protect Israelites. Israelites broke the agreement many times, but God gave them new chances again and again. They killed a prophet, God sent 100. Sometimes God called them back by his wrath. Some of Israelites started to think that we are chosen by God and we are making a lot of mistake, but God do not replace us with another nation. And God promised us many things, we broke our promise, but God do not break his promise. So we are indispensable for God. This way of thinking created arrogance inside the community. So they started to think that we are not created for Gentiles, Gentiles created for us. This was a huge mistake. John the Baptist tried to clean this idea, but he had been killed. Jesus tried to clean this arrogance and hypocrisy. Instead of this, Israelites tried to clean Jesus. Jesus understood that many of the Israelites are blind and deaf. It is impossible for them to understand the message. God informed Jesus that God's representatives on earth will be taken from Israelites. So good news turned to bad news for hypocrite Israelites. Matthew 21:43 quote. Therefore say I unto you, the kingdom of God will be taken from you, and given to a nation bringing forth the fruits thereof. When Israelites heard and understood the verse, they became risky enemy for Jesus. Not only Pharisees, most of Israelites became enemy to Jesus. According to Israelites, no matter what they did or doing, they are always God's representatives on earth. Losing this even could not be thought. Most of the Israelites did not think and did not want to think as it is true. They tried to kill Jesus. And Jesus lived. They started to search heavens for the Messiah, or at least a prophet, to make this prophecy wrong. Israelites had always prophets, and almost every 500 years, a big prophet comes. Israelites waited. But neither a big prophet nor did Messiah came. And a prophet, Muhammad, came from Gentiles and confirmed Jesus. Some of Israelites understand the truth, but much of them resist the idea that Gentiles could have an authority on God's kingdom. God took the kingdom of God from Israelites as Jesus prophesied. And send no prophet from Israelites to guide them. This 2000 years gap is clear indication for reasonable Jews that Jesus was what he said. Because God of Israel confirmed what Jesus prophesied. According to Jewish belief, the Messiah should come inside 6,000 years period based on Jewish calendar. So, the Messiah arrival should be before year 2240. But since the Messiah came, God kept his promise. So second Messiah, or the Messiah as second coming, could be after 6,000 years period. So, will Jesus come after the year 2240? Simply no. Because Jewish calendar start time is not solid. But main mistake is using solar calendar system. They should use lunar calendar. If you calculate 6,000 years according to lunar calendar, you could find it something as year 2065 for end time. According to my understanding, just after the 6,000 years period, Jesus could return. There are some others calculations which indicate same result. I would like to make video about it, God willing. God took his kingdom from Israelites by Jesus. Could God give it back by Jesus? Arrogance of Jews makes it nearly impossible. But during big tribulation, as many humans, Jews also will die. Also Antichrist specially will collect the Jews. So Jews and their family will die because of Antichrist. If all Jews die during the tribulation, it makes no difference. Before Jesus' arrival, Israelites who are sleeping 2,000 years will be woken up. So another fulfillment of Jesus' prophecy will be seen as miracle. So God could give authority back to these sleepers by Jesus. Who are the sleepers of Israelites? It is a big topic. I also will make a video about it, God willing. Jesus' return time could be calculated, and it is not against to the scriptures. Yes, no one knows the hour. But Jesus is not the hour, he is the big sign for the hour according to Islamic eschatology. As you know, God knows best.